I, Mrs. Saili Mane from ENTC Department of D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi. In first week video, the contents we have seen are the World Telecommunication System fulfills three main factors. Remote sensing has it possible to map areas which are not easily accessible, such as marine environment. Geographical information system provides very reliable information on the network. For achieving the environmental impact of various activities are an important element in securing and making correct decision. Here remote sensing plays a significant role in providing information. In week 2 video, the contents have been seen are modeling various environmental impact. Satellite remote sensing is an excellent tool for the purpose of using images with different spatial, spectral and radiometric resolution depending on the purpose. The various standards that are applicable to the measurement of geographical information and GIS are presented. Environmental impact assessment using remote sensing records by evaluation of urban development, assessment in mining and assessment of changes in land use or cover. One case study of land use or land cover distribution between 1986 and 2015 have been seen. Now in this fourth week video, we are going to see satellite and remote sensing impact assessment. Environmental impact prediction is an important step in many environmental studies. Wide variety of methods have been developed in this concern. During this study, remote sensing images were used for environmental impact prediction. Achieving all such goals are possible because the details recorded in the scene absorb, emit and reflect electromagnetic radiations at the different wavelength depending on the shape and molecular composition. Now the type of satellite images used in environmental impact assessment. The satellite remote sensing exploits the natural properties and allows the acquisition of information about the scene located at great distance from the sensor. Satellites used to take over data on Earth's surface are becoming more numerous. They are taking different types of images from different locations. So the block diagram is shown here for the same. The sensors used in assessment environmental impact. The remote sensing data available today and used in assessing the environmental impact caused by the changes range from recording of variety high resolution to record retrieve from medium spatial resolution such as Landsat and spot images to coarse resolution such as MODIS as shown in figure. Using remote sensing for environmental impact studies related to land use or land cover assume three types of analysis. First, spatial assessment by mapping and classification of vegetation, evaluation of productivity of vegetation, study the process using parameter obtained from satellite data. The analysis of changes in ecosystem and biomass required information about CRON such as leaf area index and fraction absorbed by photosynthetically active radiation. Satellite borne remote sensing and modern environmental policies. Thus came age at the same time. So here the cycle of that environmental policy is shown. The launch of first Landsat satellite in early 1970s coincided with the development of first environmental policies and subsequently established environmental protection agencies created the initial demand for the environmental EU Earth observation product. So the policies to mobilize instrument for implementation, control, enforce the proper execution to monitor and evaluate the policy effects. Here problem identification, which identifies the problem. For example, the detection of ozone hole is probably the best document example of earth observation triggering policy development, which then according to the problem formulation will be there. Then for policies for the implementation, environmental legislation and liability for damage simulate demand for EO earth observation also as a result of development of corporate environmental policy. Again, those policy will get controlled by the process and the evaluation. So in policy evaluation, there are two main categories of purpose for the policy evaluation. First is to evaluate whether the intended goal for which policy has been designed have been achieved. Related to this desired, learn whether the choose policy instrument have been effective. The second is to evaluate the impact of the policy other than those it was designed. The ISO standard for geographical information and GIS. The International Organization for Standardization is official standardization body. The technical committee is responsible for all standards in the field of geographical information or geomatics. So ISO/TR 19120 gives geographic information, which is a functional standard. ISO/TC 211 to address imaginary and graded data in an integrated manner within ISO 19100 series of geographic information standards. So these are the numbers and name of the standards. Then one of the paper, the case study have been done in which the geographical area pictures have been taken from the satellite and impact of the particular area is given. So these figures gives information about the impact of illegal fishing, oil exploration and commercial activities. Figure A depicts the situation at the south, which is known as very rich and heavily used fishing area. Note that the degradation is concentrated at the leeward of reef slopes and in the protected area, supporting responsibility of dynamite fishing for this. Figure B represents another example for degradation by illegal fishing at offshore Iceland around the Ras Gimasha. So in different diagrams, the different images have been shown. In another diagram shows the impact of illegal commercial activity. So this implies that the pressure from overfishing on areas is ever increasing and not uncommon to cause significant damage to the coral reefs at fishing areas. So this is what one of the study which is taken from the international publication. The next GHG calculator. So here GHG calculator have been developed following different approaches with different target and objectives. They are also suitable for defined geographic coverage. A broad typology is proposed for classifying these calculators and help user to choose the most suitable for its need. So the table is shown over here for the calculators classified according to their main objectives and geographical zone. Calculators provide result in CO2 equivalent for year 1, CO2 equivalent hectare 1, CO2 equivalent project 1, or CO2 equivalent quantity of product 1. In the most countries, they present significant share of total GHG emission, around 30% of global level. GHG, that is greenhouse gas emission. So here greenhouse gas calculator have been shown in the table. The suggested process for choosing GHG assessment calculator, user should select tools according to more and more specific criteria, helped by the tables provided in the full report. However, if no tool is available for specific target and area, the choice must go on more general tools with feedback process. The process is shown over here from first with the different objectives. First aim, then second geographical parameter, activity scope, time and skill. Then the list of calculators and website is given. According to that, as per the requirement, the calculators can get achieved from the given website. So finally, in the conclusion, to understand the consequences of human action and natural phenomena on the environment, there are needed data acquired in real time that are the basis of modeling various environmental impact. Satellite remote sensing is an excellent tool for this purpose, using images with different spatial, spectral and radiometric resolution depending on the purpose. The use, potential and the limitation of remote sensing is in the support of environmental policy. Remote sensing data, particularly Landsat imagery, are very potential for assessment impact of development projects on the coastal natural habitats. Thank you.